Hey everyone, this video is for whole group reading for Monday, April 6th. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a lesson just like we would do in the classroom. You're going to need your ready book, and throughout this lesson you're going to pause the video and either talk to someone next to you to answer the questions with using key details from the text, or answer the questions to yourself and then resume the video to see if you were correct or not, because I'll be able to explain the answers for you. So to get started, I want you to get out your reading ready book and open to page 286 to 86. And we're going to be reading the story, The Amazing Canal. So go ahead and open to that. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this title and I'm going to make a prediction to what I think this is probably going to be about. So it sounds like it's about something called a canal, even if I don't know what that is. That looks like what it's going to be about. And I can also see there's a text feature at the bottom. There's a map. So because there's a map and I see different parts of this map being labeled, it's probably safe to say that this is an informational text. When reading an informational text, I know it is nonfiction, it's true, it's going to be full of facts, and I'm going to be learning about a specific topic. So I'm going to keep that in mind as I'm reading. And there's probably going to be an author's point of view. The author's going to have a way that they feel or think about a certain topic. Now, based off this title, The Amazing Canal, it's probably safe to say that the topic might be about a canal. Even if I have no idea what a canal is, I bet I'm going to find out. So I'm going to go ahead and start reading. Follow along with me. Make sure you have a pencil to do any annotations. Annotations that I do, you can mark down as well. Or if there's an annotation you want to mark down, great readers take notes as they're reading. Maybe you write a question mark by something you're confused by. Maybe you write a star by something that's important. Underlining, circling words you don't understand. Any of those things is fine. Your text should be marked up. That's showing that you're diving deep into it. Paragraph 1 of The Amazing Canal. The canal is one of the greatest inventions the world has ever known. A canal is a passage that uses water. Okay, well already this is what a canal is. It's a passage that uses water. It just told me. So that must be what this is about, a passage that uses water. I'm going to put a star right here because I think that's going to be very important. Now I know what a canal is. I'm also going to underline this first sentence that I just read. It caught my attention right away. The canal is one of the greatest inventions the world has ever known. That sounds like a very strong opinion to me, and it sounds like this is what the author is thinking about canals. I'm going to write POV for point of view. I'm going to go back and read. I already paused a lot, but I have a lot of important information. The canal is one of the greatest inventions the world has ever known. A canal is a passage that uses water. It creates a shortcut, allowing boats to travel through a land area. Without the canal, boats would have to travel around huge areas of land. Some of the oldest canals were built in Egypt nearly 4,000 years ago. I'm getting tongue-tied, sorry. Panama Canal is one of the most famous modern canals. It was completed in 1914. The canal stretches 51 miles across the Isthmus of Panama. It connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Before the canal was built, ships had to go around the tip of South America. The canal made the trip much shorter, faster, and safer. I just finished reading my text. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to come up with what the main idea was. What was this text mostly about? I know it's informational, so I was gathering facts about a topic, and there's probably going to be an author's point of view. So I'm asking myself what this was mostly about. Well, going back, I know that this first paragraph was basically just giving me information about what canals are and why they're great, according to the author. And then the second paragraph, we were learning specifically about the Panama Canal. So this is the first paragraph. We were learning about the topic, what canals are, why they're important, and then we're learning about a specific canal, the I am so tongue-tied, I'm sorry. Panama Canal. I'm going to write a quick main idea jot just so I hold down my information. I'm just going to abbreviate it with MI for main idea. And I'm just going to write a couple of words. I'm going to say that this text was about canals and how they are a passage, so a way to get something to somewhere, I'm sorry, with water. So all I did was wrote canal, passage, water. I'm going to make another little mark and talked about the Panama Canal. And then we had a point of view of the author that they are a great invention. So what I did, I know it doesn't look the neatest, but I went ahead and I made a main idea jot. I said that this text was mostly about learning about canals, how the author thinks they are a great invention. They're a passageway that helps us get through with water, and specifically talking about the Panama Canal. Now, this week or last week, we've been focusing about how images and illustrations are connected to the text. If I go ahead and look at this map closely, I can actually see what they're talking about. It told us in the text that the Panama Canal used to help ships go around the tip of South America. Well, if I look at the map, here I can see South America. And I can see how before they had this canal, it tells me right here on the map, pre-canal route. I know pre means before. So this was a route that they used to have to take before they had this canal. And then once they had the canal route, it made it much quicker to get around. Before, remember pre, they had to go all the way around this way. And it even tells me how far they had to travel in miles. They had to go 13,000 miles to go this way. But then they made the canal, which is here red, and that was only 5,200. I know that's almost half the distance there. Okay, so we have our main idea. I understand why this is connected. This is connected to help me understand how a canal actually shortens a passage. What we're going to do is I'm going to give you guys a couple questions. I want you to pause the video to answer them by using key details. You should be able to underline evidence. So the first question I'm going to ask you is, where were some of the earliest canals built? Where were some of the earliest canals built? All right, so now we're resuming the video. We should have found our evidence. In the first paragraph, in the last sentence, it says some of the oldest canals were built in Egypt nearly 4,000 years ago. So where were the earliest ones built? Egypt. Next question, when was the Panama Canal completed? Pause the video. When was the Panama Canal completed? Your key detail that you should be finding right now is in the second paragraph. It was completed in 1914, so that should be underlined. And my last question for you is, how was the old route different from the new route? How is the old route different from the new route? Pause the video. Okay, how is the old route different from the new route? If I look at my key detail, and there's actually a couple places we can get our answer from. In the second paragraph, it says, the canal made the trip much shorter, faster, and safer. So that's our one piece of evidence. The second piece of evidence, I can actually explain how much shorter it went by using this map. Remember, these are connected. I can see how the old route was 13,000 miles, but the new route with the canal was 5,200 miles. So that further explains how much shorter it actually was. All right, what you guys are going to be doing for the rest of your lesson is you're going to be answering the comprehension questions over here, questions 1 and 2. You do not need to send that to me. And then you're also going to go ahead and do the written response in the Google Classroom. You are going to type your response. I don't want a picture of it. You're going to actually type it. We're focusing on making sure we have key details to support our answers. I should not just have a one-word answer. When you're done typing it, I want you to reread it out loud and see how it sounds and ask yourself, did I fully answer this question? Do I have key details to support my response? If you don't, then you need to go back and you need to revise. You need a picture that I'm standing next to you and I'm saying, that's not right. What would you say to further prove that you're right? Remember, it's that drop that mic moment. It's that moment like, Ms. McKee cannot argue with me anymore because I have showed her where the key detail is. It's not just saying second paragraph. It's using a specific detail to prove that you are correct. All right, guys, have a good day.